Fire away.
KJ, the end of halves has gone really well for you the last few games. You seem to get out there and make things happen, whether it's a deflection or an assist or whatever. I mean, is there something that suits you about getting in there late in the half and trying to finish things off right?
I think it's just the adrenaline of just getting it in there for the first time and just trying to make things happen. And one of the things Coach said before going in the half is just give us some energy. And that's what I do. So I pride myself on that and was glad I can do it sometimes within the halves.
Yeah, I know you said back at Media Day that one of the things that made you stand out is you just try your butt off, right? And is that the mindset you go in with in those moments, or are you more focused on a specific job, or what is your attitude or approach when you go in?
Probably just my specific job for a team is rebound, move the ball, and get as many assists as I can. And I think it translates to just flying around the court because everything that happens, you have to have a high motor. So I think just having a high motor for the team helps us.
KJ, coach has identified you as one of the best defensive players on the team. I think you mentioned number 2 behind 1. What do you think you're doing well defensively, and when did you develop those skills?
I think motor translates, so my motor helps me with a lot of that stuff. I think I've been doing that ever since my sophomore year. My high school coach, really prides ourselves on defense, so that was kind of not easy, but I knew a lot of things to help me on defense coming here, so it helps a lot.
You getting tips from Marcus Garrett from a year ago? Did you watch him?
Yeah, I watched all the games last year after I committed. I don't really know Marcus as much, but I definitely pride myself on defense, and it's good to see all the stuff he did to make it easier for me to play defense when I'm here now.
What do you think of the start of the Big 12?
I'm really excited. I grew up watching the Big 12 since I've been in Austin, so it's going to be really fun actually being there instead of watching it on TV all the time. So I'm going to get goosebumps when I get out there, and I'm just ready to play.
Have they told you much about the veterans on your team anyway? Have they told you much about the shift here between non-conference and Big 12 play, and maybe locking in a little more and more focus on what it takes to kind of make it through this season?
Mm-hmm. Coach Self always says there's 3 seasons. It's this season, the preseason, and then conference, which means a whole lot, and then tournament, of course. And this one, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger after this. So you just got to lock in even more. And the season really starts coming here in conference because all those games mean a lot to your seed in the tournament if we could do good enough.
Have you paid much attention to how good the league is?
Not really. I think we're really just focused on just getting better as a team, playing defense, and just being faster when we have the ball in our hands on offense.
Kansas has always separated itself from other teams by how well they play on the road and having a great road record. Have you heard anything from the other guys, a philosophy about playing and winning on the road?
I think a lot of the guys just trace back to something always like when we play everybody, it's always going to be we're always going to get their best shot. So we always have to stay locked in, especially since us having a big name like Kansas, we always have to stay locked in just to play extra hard because a lot of the times we're not going to get as many calls as we used to. So we just got to lock in and we just do what we do.
Have you been talking with Bobby much?
Yeah, we talked to him all day, but he seems to be doing fine, and I think everybody with the staff is doing a good job with it. So no really worries in regards to that.
J. Cole said the other day that he feels like roles are being more clearly defined right now, especially for the bench guys. Do you feel that way? Are you kind of familiar and comfortable with what your role is, or is that still being worked out, or do you know that yet?
I've been comfortable ever since I got here. I just knew that I was going to have to try my butt off to try to get where just a little bit of playing time. So I think I'm doing that, and I can always grow. So I'm just excited to grow as much as I can here.
Your coach decided to go small. Can you guard big guys?
I feel like I can. I feel like I'm working on that every day, guarding Dave and Mitch every day. So I think I can, but it needs to get better, of course, as you can see in some games.
All right. Thanks, KJ. Thanks.
Thanks, KJ.
Thank you.